Good afternoon, and welcome to a special edition of the Wurf Report for December 18th, Keeping America Vigilant 2020. Third-party protection. Lin Wood tweeting that he has placed documentation he has of his claims concerning failed Supreme Court Justice John Roberts into the hands of several, quote, third parties for protection. Lin Wood stated, quote, "The documentation of my claims about Justices Roberts and Breyer has been placed in hands of several third parties. When one cannot attack message, all too often messenger is attacked. But truth cannot be denied. It cannot be destroyed. I have made sure of that truth. Lin." In a separate tweet, Wood stated that he is not suicidal in case anything were to happen to him as it did with Jeffrey Epstein. Speaking of which, Lin Wood has suggested that the John Roberts listed on the manifest to Epstein's perverse island of sin is in fact Justice Roberts. And while pictures have emerged purportedly showing Roberts with Clinton on the island, we have not yet been able to confirm their authenticity. On another note, we've noticed several comments regarding our segment from yesterday concerning Justice Roberts and his moral cowardice when a staffer heard him screaming about the Texas case at the United States Supreme Court. Some viewers have demanded more evidence that this was the case, other than a tweet from Lin Wood. First, this channel fully supports and trusts Lin Wood. His reputation is impeccable and speaks for itself. And anyone who knows Lin Wood knows that as an attorney, he is all too familiar with the term defamation, and he has publicly stated that he is not afraid of retaliation for anything he says because it's the truth, and his adversaries know it. But for further measure, take a look at this video clip from C-SPAN showing actual testimony regarding Justice Roberts' clear favor to public opinion over right and wrong. Take a listen.
It was written by someone who's a current staffer for one of the Supreme Court justices. And I'll just describe the report to you that I read, and you can make of it what you will. He said that the justices, as they always do, went into a closed room to discuss, cases they're taking or do debate. There's no phones, no computers, no nothing. No one else is in the room except for the 9 justices. It's typically very civil. They usually don't hear any sound. They just debate what they're doing. But when the Texas case was brought up, he said he heard screaming through the walls as Justice Roberts and the other liberal justices were insisting that this case not be taken up. And the reason, the words that were heard through the wall when Justice Thomas and Justice Alito were citing Bush versus Gore from John Roberts were, "I don't give about that case. I don't want to hear about it. At that time, we didn't have riots." So what he was saying was that he was afraid of what would happen if they did the right thing. And I'm sorry, but that is moral cowardice. And we in the SREC, I'm an SREC member, we put those words in very specifically because the charge of the Supreme Court is to ultimately be our final arbitrator, our final line of defense for right and wrong. And they did not do their duty.
On this alone, Justice Roberts should resign immediately, as this is absolutely contrary to the mission and duty of the United States Supreme Court. And as for evidence of the phone call Lin Wood referenced yesterday, where Justice Roberts actively conspired with Justice Breyer to oust President Trump, you can likely bet that this proof will be released to the public in due time. But for now, it seems that many know way more than they're letting on, and we have a feeling that something big is going to come out of it in fairly short order. So pray, 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 America. The truth is being revealed, and if it wasn't, there would be no remedy for the corruption, as it must be exposed before it can be dealt with. The next several weeks promise to be equally explosive, if not more, with everything currently in the works. So keep up this fight, America. We will not let this go. Okay, folks, this is where I have to ask you for a favor, and it may seem small, but it makes the world of difference in getting the truth out there for America to see. Please, really quick, click subscribe on this page if you haven't already, and also the thumbs up to like this video. You can also do us a huge favor to help us counter suppression by sharing this if you want to go the extra mile for us. The more subscribers, likes, and shares we have, the more people these messages will get out to on a daily basis through YouTube and Rumble search algorithms. Thank you so much for your help with this. This has been a special edition of the Wurf Report for December 18th, Keeping You Vigilant America 2020. God bless you all. God bless President Trump, and God bless America.